Yo, what's up? It's your girl Bree at Cryptic Tales of Tarot. Anyways, guys, this is for the whole general collective, okay? But I think I'm gonna make this a special one for the divine feminines out there. So, this may be a long monologue of a novel, but I'm gonna try to make it, sweet and straight to the point. Here we go, though. Man, I don't want to do that shit. Hold on. Oh, here we go. So the title of this website that I found because I was curious about how to really cleanse shit out more, especially if you don't have proper tools that you would buy at a store or you would buy off of Amazon, shit like that. Okay, here we go. How to clear dark energy that blocks your twin flame union. But I'm going to start a little bit with my story here, which maybe you can resonate with. Who fucking knows? So I don't know about you guys, but I've been sick and tired of these coven members fucking around with my twin flame reunion. And as of lately, it seems that the two people that are still targeting the union are the karmic masculine and karmic feminine. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? And the reason why I'm saying this is because I've got a feeling that the majority of the coven has stopped, seeing as how they're getting their asses kicked with bad karma, and the smart ones have realized that it's not the divine feminine who is a dark witch. No, no. See, the karmic masculine and the karmic feminine and everybody else at first, they all thought that the divine feminine was a dark witch, cursing everybody, and oh, you're getting bad karma? Oh, it's gotta be the feminine doing black magic on you. Bitch, please. Okay. In addition to this, I sense that just recently there was a male figure somewhere in his 50s or the 70s that requested a meeting. Hmm. And it wasn't for strategic purposes of what they could do to keep hurting the divine feminine, but more so, it was to reflect on their horrific actions that they committed to inflict pain, okay, to inflict pain and suffering on an innocent person because they never asked questions. This is a big, big learning lesson. Big, big lesson. So, and not to mention, I see, I can, my downloads, this male figure could be two different male figures, actually. Somebody who is short and stout. I'm not fat shaming anybody, okay? I can't fat shame. Somebody who is short, and like I said, kind of stouchy, stocky, whatever, and has some gray hair, maybe wears glasses. And the other one is the exact opposite. The exact opposite was A guy who is tall and skinny with, I want to say, brown eyes and long hair, wears it in a ponytail, got gray hair, okay? One of the two guys, or shit, it could have been both guys that called this meeting because they're just realizing shit's gotta stop. It's horrible. It's insane to do this to not only an innocent person, but, excuse me, to anyone. Okay. Yeah, talking. I mean, these two people calling each other out about the immaturity of their actions that they've done throughout the years. With that being said, I was able to find a really cool website, okay? And it's called How to Clear Dark Energy That Blocks Your Twin Flame Union by Dr. Amanda Noel. And it was published on September 22nd, 2016. This bitch is smart. I looked her up. This bitch is smart. So this website, okay, talks about how any woman, regardless of age, race, or ethnicity, can be attacked by dark forces that are meant to ruin their relationships and destroy their life altogether. And the sad part is that most women, that is, the ones who aren't into spirituality or have no knowledge about the occult, they're the ones, okay, who make for easy targets because they don't know any better. That's sad. These women are subjected to their perpetrators' evil tactics by way of dark magic, especially with also crown chakra magic to fuck around with their psyche, making them think that, they're living in this alternate universe or reality and everything's their fault. So, unfortunately, these females will suffer from heartaches, from broken relationships, live a miserable life that's full of nonstop hardships that put them in constant survival mode and lead them down a road to permanent poverty, etc. However, for those who are blessed with spiritual talents and are educated about the occult, they can tell when something's off. It's like that niggle in their heart, their stomach, the guts, call it whatever, gut instinct, they can smell something off, okay? It's like they can smell it in the air. They can smell the bullshit in the air. Their instincts kick in and they can feel certain energies that are being sent by negative, evil people to cause them the following: petty arguments with their partners. And these scenarios are without a doubt, swear to God, without a doubt, it's about jealousy. Always, usually about jealousy. Okay, and this makes the couple emotionally and mentally distant, which leads to breakups without reason or rhyme or explanation. Your ability to make money or to make progress in life stops, but it happens gradually. This is a tactic that the dark practitioner uses to trick the victim by making them think that they're just going through a rough patch in life, just like anybody else would. But, things will get better over time. But after a few months, despite all efforts to make things better, they are futile. And they realize that there's something more going on, and they're gonna make it their mission to go on a witch hunt to figure out who's causing the fuckery. But the part that sucks ass is that they know they have to prepare for more heartache when they find out who it is. Because, as they say, when it comes to betrayal, the culprit is usually the one that you'd least expect, such as your best friend, a family member, or a coworker, etc. You could be feeling like your life is being destroyed, but it's not because you're making shitty decisions, not feeling safe wherever you go, not feeling grounded or stable in life, having trouble sleeping and focusing. Everyday life seems like a struggle, especially when it comes to getting things done. And I mean simple shit. It's like, I want to wash the dishes. Oh, but great, the fucking water pipe is busted. Great, what do I do? Now I gotta call, the water company. And then, or the disposal to go down your sink, it's fucked. And you're like, okay, great, so now the sink is gonna smell like shit, skunk's ass, for a few days until you get it repaired. Or it's weird shit with electronics that fuck up, like you're trying to send an email to somebody or a text message to somebody and it never goes through. Or on your end, it shows that the message went through. But the person that was supposed to get that message never replies. And, you wait a few days, whatever, because, people get busy and shit. But then you get a hold of that person, like by phone, calling them, and you ask them, did you get my text? Did you get my email? And they're like, I have no idea what you're talking about. That shit happens. And that's because these coven members be fucking around with technology, okay? Because they don't want you to have communication with certain people, or they've been intentionally breaking up relationships and even friendships. And, shit, you may, like I said, you could be thinking that you're messaging and talking to somebody like, I don't fucking know. You may think that you're talking to your mom. No, you could actually be talking to a dark practitioner because, maybe you have a tight bond with your mom and you guys, talk all kinds of shit together. Well, that dark practitioner is going to use that information against you. I listen, that happened to me, okay? Because during the process of this spiritual warfare and crap, I thought I was talking to my DM, but no, it was actually either the karmic or the tech genius that was fucking around with my phone and my computer. And I had noticed because and I had to make sure what I said because at that point, it's like everything that you say and do can and will be used against you as if in court of law. That's how this karmic was thinking. Wanted to get back at you that bad. And then if you look back at your messages, you could see unsent message, and then the profile picture of the person matches up with the profile picture of them on the Facebook or Instagram, whatever. Okay? But you know how at the end of the message, that same little profile icon will show up? Well, it didn't. It was a completely different profile picture. So I knew that something was going on. Y'all could have noticed the same shit. Like I said, and they've hacked everything. Oh shit. I just gotta download. Y'all, be careful with what the fuck you say in your car, even if you're by yourself, because somebody, this doesn't have to be for everybody, but some they could have got into your car and put secret recorders in your car to try and record conversations that they can use against you, but that's totally illegal. I mean, fucked up way of thinking. Well, technically, being a sociopath, the karmic masculine is a sociopath, and people like that think of shit like that. But no matter what evidence they get, it can't be used against you. You were never informed of this. Okay. Yeah, like I said, not feeling safe anywhere you go, because, I mean, y'all know you've been stalked. Not feeling grounded or stable in your life, because look at all the bullshit that's happened. Okay, having trouble sleeping and focusing, and like I said, yeah, every day seems like a fucking struggle just to get any goddamn thing done. And feeling confused about life and its purpose and where you fit in. This is called the dark night of the soul. This is a long and lengthy spiritual practice that makes you face your inner demons. I'm not gonna discuss this topic because it's too much. This is like this would be considered like a college class, I swear, like a college course. 101 and then 102 and then 103. Furthermore, you start thinking about all the bad things that happened to you ever since you and your partner split. Because literally, with death magic, it always starts with losing your money and your love life. And that's when the shit really keeps on going. Okay. See, and you begin to analyze your level of happiness, and 9 times out of 10, You're unsatisfied. At this point, you're going to start thinking about why you're not happy, and you're going to do something about it, though, so that you can become a better version of yourself. There just comes a time in a day where you're like, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Like, there's got to be something you can do to change it, no matter how hard it is. And usually it's going to be harder for you than it is for a regular person. And that's because the people practicing black magic against you want to make it harder for you because they want you to quit. Fuck that. Anyways, and this is probably one of the hardest parts of the process because you're gonna have to let certain people, places, and things go that no longer serve your highest good. And yes, you're gonna hurt a lot of people and you're gonna cry because these are probably individuals that you've known your whole life. I mean, the memories, the nostalgia, but if they're not on your same frequency, then unfortunately, you gotta part ways. When I say that they're not on the same frequency, it's a matter of while you're trying to make your life better, maybe by, I don't know, try to go back to college or get a better job if you can. Whatever you're trying to do, you're trying to work on yourself. But these people are still, like partying like they're in college, engaging in risky behaviors, and not taking their life seriously and are content with where they're at in life. Then you need to part ways. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with partying like an animal every once in a while, but we're talking people who every weekend. Or fuck, maybe every night. I've known people who did that every fucking night. Now, this is the real funny part. I even put big asterisks here. Ooh, excuse me. Is that while you're going through this, so is your significant other, aka your twin flame. This process is essential for the twin flame journey because before you reunite, you need to transform into the best person you can be with a higher vibration, along with a much better understanding of yourself and what your life purpose and soul mission is supposed to be. But the process doesn't end there. Both you and your partner get back together to serve a mission to help humanity. But you're also meant to push each other to constantly be a better person than you were the day before. Now, finally, let's get down to the meat and potatoes of this novel. Holy shit. I didn't know how long this was, but whatever. Okay. After you've gone through everything that I mentioned before and worked hard to become a better person, the divine feminine really needs to focus on her aura and do the best she can to get her chakras aligned, especially the crown chakra. Because I don't know about you guys, but with me, I have felt some slight psychic attacks. Okay, I know the karmic feminine and someone else she's working with been sending some psychic attacks. Can feel it. Because if you're having some psychic attacks and you can't think clearly, fuck that. And totally surprised by how you keep getting up. No matter what you do, no matter what they fucking do, They're surprised that you keep getting up. Well, it's like, bitch, you knock me down, and I'm gonna keep getting up 10 times more. So, yeah. And so you need to learn to think clearly. It's essential that you have a calm and stable mind to not only transmute the negative energies, like I just said, psychic attacks, breaking curses and hexes using the mind, cleansing, cleansing yourself, your home of negativity and evil energies and demonic entities. Because I don't know about you guys, I have not only felt negative energies and monitoring spirits, but I have felt demonic shit in my house. I've never felt that crap ever. And it's like, who the hell can you tell? Nobody. Ain't nobody gonna believe your ass. So you gotta learn how to deal with it and take care of it. Let's see here. And using her mind to help her twin flame and making sure that he stays clean as well. So that they remain aligned with each other. Okay, try to. And learn to transmute the negative energies and negative thoughts because part of these psychic attacks make you have negative thoughts because those are also the nasty energetic projections that those people, the opposition, are sending you. Well, you got to learn to turn them into positive ones. Okay? Now, this is the last crack. Tips on how to cleanse your aura into space. Get grounded and learn to use your crown chakra to create an energy field of protection. Okay, energy field of protection around your head, of just divine light and trying to make room for your twin flame to come through and send telepathic messages. Remember, practice, practice, practice. Wow, 27:47 on the timer when I said that. Shit. Hey! Crack myself up. I have to make myself laugh, especially today. Because tomorrow, I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but tomorrow is the 3rd year anniversary of my father's death. And he was also born. So born on September 14th and died on the same day. I've never heard of that shit in my entire life. But apparently doctors say that that's more common than you would think. Let's see how things go tomorrow. Maybe I can bring myself to bake him a birthday cake. He loved chocolate on chocolate with sprinkles on top. Anyways, so after you have mastered the ability to have a protective energy field around your crown chakra, you need to learn how to push that bubble all the way down through your whole body to keep your whole body cleansed. And if you can, this is like fucking Bruce Lee shit. Send that whole cleansing energy field to your twin flame to protect him. But like I said, that's like some Bruce Lee shit. And you can use this energetic field to protect and clear out dark energies with love and light. Never show fear because that'll just give them room to fester all around us, and I mean all around your space, okay? And then, but sometimes it gets so serious that you need to call in a professional spiritualist or shit. I mean, you're gonna have to get a priest involved, like a damn exorcism. Not trying to scare you, but shit. Okay. Learn how to smudge yourself and your space by using sage and dragon blood sage. And there's many other different types of smudging sticks out there. Go to a metaphysical shop. They've got ones made out of, lavender, different herbs in them and shit, all kinds of stuff. This next one I've never heard of, but it's worth a shot. Take turkey or ostrich feathers and run them down your body from head to toe. This is called dusting your aura, and this includes your arms, all your body, your front, your back, all the way down to your feet. And this is supposed to push the negative energy back down to the earth. And this is another popular one here. Learn how to perform an egg cleansing ritual. But if you don't know how to do it and you need help, then go find a professional spiritualist, which probably go to any metaphysical shop and there's someone who knows how to do it. But of course, it's going to be for a price, more than likely a hefty price, depending on how dirty your aura looks. Seriously, because people who run metaphysical shops, they can definitely see auras and in a nice roundabout way. They'll encourage you. They're not going to push it down your throat. They'll encourage you to maybe do an egg cleansing or you need to learn how to smudge, things like that. Because, shit, you could spend the night at somebody's house who's got a nasty vibe or something nasty in their house, and it catches on to you and it'll follow you and shit. Oh, fuck that. You need to cleanse yourself. Okay, last one. Take a light shower and envision your body completely covered by white light or violet flame, all while being surrounded by the smell of roses. You can use either red roses, okay, and there's also, you can use white too, or incarnations. Just has a smell of purity and relaxation to it. Okay, or better yet, if you could take a spiritual bath, beautiful. And use Himalayan salt. It's very soothing. But if you can't, go get sea salt, not regular salt. Okay, like they say, iodine salt, whatever. No, no, no. Sea salt. Okay. 34:43 in the timer. Anyways, y'all, my beautiful feminines, I'm sorry if I bored you in any way, but I think that This is cool and important, really. So, have a wonderful time with all these tips and taking charge of your auras and standing on business with your shit. Because you are the queen bitch of your life. The queen bitch of your life. Never forget that. From all the gossip and bullshit that's been said about you, you know it ain't true. So, it's a what, Friday night? If you can, if you have the money, go out to one of your favorite restaurants, treat yourself to our martini, whatever. And if they're following you and taking pictures, fuck 'em. Enjoy yourself.